Today, we are going to make some grass. No, I'm not in Colorado, so it's not going to be that kind of grass. It's our techniques that are so simple and sensible, your mothers would practically build themselves. Hello folks, it's Mad Dog Merv and welcome to the Kit Hoarder Stash. Today I've got something different, but for most of you it's not going to be terribly relevant, but at least you'll know what's out there. We're going to take a look at a resin kit that is 3D printed. So you've probably seen on eBay and other places some of the kits that are out there that are 3D printed. You've also seen plenty of, like, I've bought a few that are just resin cast. Well, they actually make these 3D printed kits, and they're interesting. So let's take a look at this one first. And it has to do with these two characters right here. Do they look, oh, let's get them the right way here. Do they look familiar? Well, if you're close to my age, absolutely they look familiar. We've got Cheech and Chong, and we have their van. So one of the first things that Mark and I did when I got my printer was he helped me. I printed the interior and some of the other pieces, and he printed the body for me because he had a little bit larger printer, and this wouldn't quite fit on my plate in 1/24 scale. Now, if I had to do it over again, I would just go down 4%, print it in 1/25 scale, and be really happy, because I am not a fan, just so you guys know, I'm not a fan of 1/24 scale. Having the two so close together, it is just enough that it does drive me nuts. So let's take a look at this one, though. The body's nice and solid, and the doors do not open, and the well the roof hatch does not open, but it is printed open. How's that? But it does accurately represent what's in the movie. So definitely needs some sanding on it. I've done a little bit already, but you can see these ridges here. So and that has to do with the STL file. Whoever designed this, well, that's a flaw they didn't take out. So anyway, there's the body. And then the chassis is this one big piece right here. It has this wall. There's the the dashboard, and you can see the holes for the if you want to put like a metal rod or something through. This one, there was a problem with the printing, so I'm going to have to modify that. But this is what the chassis looks like. And yes, it fits together very nicely. Pretty cool. Get it back out. Okay. It also comes with the front seats, which look oversized, but hey, it's what it has. The kit also comes with we'll wait on that part. Tires and wheels. It comes with a bumper. In here is a steering wheel. Let's get this all out. I put it in a box for safekeeping. There we go. Okay. The steering wheel, a big fat steering wheel. That yes, It does go in there. I have to glue it in, obviously, but it does. There's a spot for it. Here's the window. Look at the size. Look at the size of this thing. It's hideous. It's horrible. You see the thickness of this thing. And I printed it in clear. I did it a couple of times because of where the supports were. It's better if the supports are up here than actually on the window that you've got to see through. But regardless, I've had to start doing some sanding to polish it down. It's going to take a bit of work to polish this up so that we have an actual decent window, but at least it fits in there. And I guess if you wanted to simulate the smoky interior, you could just leave it like this. Okay. Yeah, I'm not a fan of this POS window. You can see the big old gap right there. What I will probably do is I've got some clear acetate, and it'll be easy enough to just cut and make my own windows out of the clear acetate. Honestly, because this is just garbage. Speaking of garbage, so now we got to look at the tires and wheels. The wheels aren't bad. They come in two different ways. You can either get them separate and the tires separate, or you can do them together, which why not just do them together? So that's what I did. So here is the back and here is the front. And at first they don't look too bad till you look at the tread. Almost need to fill this in with some putty and sand it and kind of make it like slicks. It probably worked then. Like I said, I need to get some, I need to make some pins for the axle, but it does fit in there. So, but anyway, that's the tires and rims. I went ahead and painted them black, and I don't know, I may do something else for the tires and wheels on this thing, because these are just so hideous. Does have a rear bumper, and that fits in there really nice. Now for the taillights, you depending on how you print them, here is if I print them solid and just want to paint them red, or I actually did them in clear as well, and if I want to use some clear red on the inside, that should turn out pretty good. So that's what I'm going to do with that. And finally, we have the front bumper. And the front bumper just goes right on there like that. So as far as assembly, there's not a lot to it. It's mostly just the cleanup and prep and getting it painted, then doing the assembly and deciding what to do with the tires and wheels. I'm going to see if we can redo this in actually 25th scale instead of 24th. It's just the seats are so hideously huge. These tires and rims, I'm not sure, like I say, what I'm going to do with them. If I'm going to use them or if I'm going to do something else. The steering wheel's hideously big. This was designed, actually, to be printed at, I want to say, 1/64th scale, which is great. If you do 1/64 scale, which most of us mainstream guys don't do that. There are people out there that do. So, cool. You just have to move it up. And as I recall, it was 266.67 is what you have to enlarge it to get the 1/24 scale. And again, this was one of the first things we printed, and I really didn't know what I know now, or I would have just reduced it another 4% and come up with the 1/25th scale. So anyway, there is that. Now, there's a couple of other fun ones I've been working on, and I'll just pull this one out, and I'll let the cat out of the bag on one of the projects I'm doing. So you guys know that I am a huge fan of the Ford Mustang and the Mercury Cougar and Ford Mavericks and Mercury Comets, okay, all that kind of stuff. Well, I found some files, and one gentleman, and I'll put a link in the description for his page or whatever it is on Cults 3D. So the Mercury Cougar, it actually, if as long as you print it okay, it'll be beautiful. I've had a couple of little issues due to either something with my printer or just something I've been doing wrong. I tried printing it first like this, and then I wound up with these ugly looking swirls. So then I printed it up on an angle like this, and then I get these little dots, but I can clean those off, sand those off real easy. But it's a beautiful print, and the windows, the window areas are recessed so you can actually put the windows down inside of it. Really cool. Check the center part there. Here's the grill. The front bumper, which is beautiful. The rear bumper. The tail lights. Where have I put my tail lights? I have probably put my tail lights somewhere else, awaiting some paint. I went ahead and did them in clear, and they look great. I've just got to put the red on the inside here. They should turn out just fine. The door handles on this are actually, really good. You can actually see some space maybe through it there. So the door handles are great. The Mercury on the trunk lid is awesome. Now, there's a couple of options with this kit. He has it so that you can print it in 3 segments. So front, middle, and rear. That didn't work out too well. I'll show you on one of the projects here. So you can see it does not line up. And this isn't anything to do with my printing. I put it in there, I print it, I pull it out, and oh my gosh, it does not line up. And then this back part, look at that horrible, I mean, that's terrible. So yeah, I won't be doing the 3-part anymore. No more of that, because it's too much. This is the second one I've done. The first one I puttied up really good. It turned out okay, but it took a lot of work. This is actually going to be, just so you guys know, let you in on some future projects here. This is actually going to be a fastback Cougar that I am doing. And this beautiful one here is going to be my Santa's new sleigh. I've always wanted a convertible 67, 68 Cougar. Now, the fun thing about it is you can print it in a one-piece body without the hood, or you can print it, there's another option where you can print it with the hood on, so you like curbside. Of course, I want to show the engine off. So there's an engine compartment. And it prints up really nice. Now this is the same with the Maverick and the Comet kit. They have one that's similar in look, just the size is different. And here it is installed. Pretty decent. Okay. The interior, you have an option to print it separately. So the base, the back, and then the door panels and the dashboard. And the detail on this, the window cranks and the armrests are just, they're phenomenal. So anyway, the chassis, you can print it in one solid part or two. I printed it in two, and it's pretty nice looking, and the rear differential isn't bad. So it comes with, of course, the glass that you can print. Same problem, kind of foggy. You know, some turn out better than others, so I've got to polish that up. But it comes with all of these parts in the kit. The only thing this one doesn't come with is an engine. However, it even comes with tires and wheels. So the tires are just kind of these generic looking things. They're not bad. And the wheels, here's one that I've already shot some paint on, are the 5-spoke. I can't remember what they're called now, and I've had plenty of them, so I can't remember. Anyway, those are the tires and wheels that it comes with. Like I said, you can print the hood separately, which is really nice. So has seats, shifter. I mean, all of that stuff. The only thing, like I said, is there's no engine, there's no radiator. The Torino station wagon that I printed, that's a fun one, and that has everything in the engine compartment: power brake, booster. It has battery. It has an engine, and I think I showed you guys the engine. Yeah, the engine that came with it. I've already painted up. A little bit undersized. The transmission is definitely undersized, but that's in the Torino kit. So, you know, these aren't bad. They do take a little bit of work, but compared with some of the old crappy kits, I'll do the work, because the front end, the engine compartment, all of that stuff just looks fabulous on these. So, yes, I do have some already painted and done. Going to show those to you in another show. Today, we're just kind of reviewing the kits. So, I'll leave a link in the description for the kits on Cults, for those of you who are interested in checking out this guy's work. And, well, we'll see you again another week or so on the Stash. Have a great day.